Once upon a time, in a land where magic still lingered, there was a river that stretched across the kingdom. This river wasn't ordinary. It was said to remember the stories of everyone who crossed it. People called it the River of Names, for it whispered their names softly as they stepped across its stones, its current carrying tales of their lives far and wide. One day, something strange happened. The river's murmur grew silent. Travelers who stepped into its waters found it cold and still. It no longer whispered names, no longer told their stories. The river had forgotten them, and itself. The villagers were baffled. Why has the river gone quiet? They wondered. It wasn't until a curious young boy named Teren decided to find out that the truth began to unfold. Teren was no ordinary boy. He had a habit of asking questions others feared to ask. He approached the riverbank and whispered, "Why have you stopped speaking? What made you forget?" To his surprise, the water rippled, and a soft voice answered. "I am weary," it said, "of carrying stories of anger, greed, and despair. Too many cross my waters, leaving behind burdens of pain. I carry them all, and they have weighed me down. I no longer remember who I am." Teren thought for a moment and said, "If I could show you something different, something joyful, would you remember yourself again?" The river hesitated. "Perhaps," it murmured, "but joy is rare. Where would you find it?" Determined, Teren set off across the kingdom. He walked for days, seeking out moments of happiness and kindness. He watched a mother cradling her child, an elderly man teaching a young girl to read, strangers sharing bread in a bustling market. He captured these moments in his memory, holding them as carefully as one might carry fireflies in a jar. When he returned to the river, he knelt at its edge. "I've brought you stories," he said, "not of sorrow, but of love, of hope, of small kindnesses that brighten the darkest days." He began to speak, recounting each moment in vivid detail. As he spoke, the river's current quickened, its waters shimmering. With each story, its voice grew stronger, until it was once again a symphony of whispers, flowing freely and full of life. "You've reminded me of what I had forgotten," the river said, its voice warm and grateful. "Not all stories are heavy. Not all moments are bitter. There is beauty in the world, and I will carry it alongside the rest." From that day on, the River of Names whispered not only the names of those who crossed it, but also tales of joy and resilience. And Teren, the boy who taught the river to remember, became a legend in his own right, a reminder that even the heaviest burdens can be lightened with hope. Sometimes we all carry too much pain and forget the beauty in our lives, but it's never too late to remember. So ask yourself, what moments of joy can you hold on to help you flow freely once more?